The Vancouver Tapestry 温哥华挂毯在8月28至29日于 Manspace 社区画廊 Grand Gallery 30周年派对上亮相。这幅温哥华挂毯是由温哥华艺术家索拉·菲德勒花了5年时间完成的。78岁的菲德勒原本是希望在2010年的冬奥会上展出，但由于他在编织时患上重复性劳损，导致今年才完成作品。这幅作品长3.3米，高1.6米，采用回收的毛线编织出来。菲德勒是自学成才的艺术家。这幅温哥华挂毯上包括了很多温哥华的著名地标，例如 The Dome of BC、Granville Island 的 Bridges Restaurant 和 The North Shore 等等。菲德勒希望能在这次温哥华挂毯的展出上找到一位喜欢他的买家，把他留在温哥华。
So the day I decided to do this was actually the day that the Olympic Committee announced Vancouver was hosting the 2010 Games. So I always know 6 years beforehand, because that's when they announce it, where I'm going to be doing my next tapestry in usually then 4 years' time. There's actually 5,000 hours of actual weaving time. The first year I was hurrying to get it finished for the Olympics and overdid it and froze my shoulder. So then it was a year in which I could not work on it, and then 3 years when I only worked 2 hours a day because I was scared of getting my shoulder frozen again. So this one took the longest I've ever taken to do a tapestry. Usually I go for a walk in the late afternoon, decide which building I'm going to put in the tapestry the next day, and put it in, and then I actually go and check that I got it right before I go look at the next building. Though a very tall building that's 30 stories high might take me several days to actually put in, one story at a time. Probably the most obvious thing that has changed is the BC place. They took down the old mushroom and now they have the crown of thorns. I didn't count the number of sweaters. But I have a whole box full of labels. When I've used up an entire sweater, I usually save the label. And in other tapestries, I've actually counted up to as many as 25 or 30 labels. I'm going to do a tapestry of Granville Island. What I'm going to try and capture is what goes on in all those buildings with all those people who are making things by hand. I think it'll take me about 6 months. I'm not going to work on such a very large scale. It's very difficult to find a buyer who has a space that big. And it also, of course, takes me way too long. I'm 78, so I figure if I live to be 100, I want to accomplish at least 1 or 2 tapestries a year from now on.
感谢收看今天的大温故事，我们下期再见。